okay. It's all right. It's all part of the picture. It's all part of it.
You're welcome to ask me about anything.
Her clothes was just like her, she was like, I'm so Good morning.
Do you need anything? This is beautiful, huh? We did cheap. Can you do it from here? Oh, sorry. We're all scrapped.
Okay.
There's two of them.
They've multiplied. Yes, it is.
Who presents this woman to be married to this man?
What do you do?
Hold hands, back up the fence. Before we begin Chris and DeKrisha, we'd like to offer their thanks to the families for teaching them the value and joy of love in their lives. It is what you have taught them which lends them the courage to give of themselves and the faith to face the uncertainties of tomorrow. The couple would also like to recognize, along with Chris and his brother Stephen, all active duty and former military members by asking that all of you please stand. On your feet, gentlemen, up on your feet, come keep standing. You don't get to sit down next to him. If you're currently or formerly or
Former or present military stand.
thank you. So I'd ask everyone else to please give them a round of applause. Thank you. Take seats. At this point, I would like to acknowledge all those present who are married. If you are so fortunate to have stood as these two stand before, would you please rise? So, if you're married, I'm not sure if that means now or in the past, but if you would please stand. And please remain standing for a moment. Chris and DeKrisha, these are the veterans of another service, one of unerring allegiance to another person, of united fronts and shared victories. Look to those standing before you for guidance and support. I think these folks are also deserving a round of applause. Thank you. Please be seated. I'd like to open with the couple's favorite quote about love. As Dr. Seuss has put it, I am weird, you are weird. Everyone in this world is weird. One day, two people come together in mutual weirdness and fall in love. When you love someone, you do not love them all the time in exactly the same way, from moment to moment. Such is an impossible feat, and yet this is exactly what most of us demand. We have so little faith in the ebb and flow of life, of love, of relationships. We insist on permanency, on duration, on continuity, when the only continuity possible in life as in love is in growth, in fluidity, and in freedom. When we love, we see things other things people do not see. To be loved is to be seen and known as we are known by no other. One who loves us gives us a unique gift, a piece of ourselves, but a piece that only they can give us. Love is the greatest gift that we can offer to one another. Love is patient, as you have been. Love is kind and is not jealous. It does not insist on its own way. It is not resentful, as it rejoices in the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Above all, love is a verb. Marriage is a relationship between two people who love and delight in continuous growth and development of their partner. It is not a destination, but a journey. It is a promise between two hearts which takes a lifetime to fulfill. Marriage is perhaps the greatest and the most challenging of human relationships. Remember, each of you, the key to a good marriage is not only marrying the right partner, but being the right partner as well. You must love each other in your most unlovable moments, as well as the easy ones, like today. Over the years, you'll experience many tears. You'll be happy, but you'll also be sleepy and grumpy. In fact, you'll be all of the seven dwarfs, even Doc and a little dopey. And together, you'll meet challenges, more strength, more grace, and more hope than you would have done alone. It is into this grand relationship that Chris and DeKrisha come now to be joined, to proclaim their love and commitment for one another, to their family, to their friends, and to the entire world. As Chris and DeKrisha prepare to recite their vows, let us take a few quiet moments to each in our own way reflect on this wonderful union, to ponder our own personal commitment to a happy life with the newlyweds. Chris and DeKrisha, as you make your promises to each other, may you make them with a true understanding of the responsibilities of marriage. You vow to take into your care and keeping the happiness of the one person in the whole world whom you love best. Nothing is easier than saying words. Nothing is harder than living them day after day. What you promise today must be renewed and reaffirmed tomorrow. At the end of this ceremony, you'll be joined in the eyes of law, but you must still decide each day that stretches out before you that you choose to be married. Let these vows be taken in the sight of these witnesses to confirm and deepen a lifetime of commitment. This, repeat after me. I offer myself as I am.
I offer myself as I am.
And as I will be.
And as I will be.
At my best.
At my best.
And with all my weaknesses.
And with all of my weaknesses.
I vow to believe in you.
I vow to believe in you.
And to encourage you.
And to encourage you.
To stand beside you.
To stand beside you.
And to inspire you.
And to inspire you.
To share your laughter.
To share your laughter.
And your tears.
And your tears.
To treasure our joys.
To treasure our joys.
And all our adventures.
And all of our adventures.
To grow together.
To grow together.
But to never grow old.
But to never grow old.
For one lifetime with you.
For one lifetime with you.
Can never be enough.
Can never be enough.
I offer myself as I am.
I offer myself as I am.
And as I will be.
And as I will be.
At my best.
At my best.
And with all my weaknesses.
And with all my weaknesses.
I vow to stand beside you.
I vow to stand beside you.
And to inspire you.
And to inspire you.
I vow to believe in you.
I vow to believe in you.
And to encourage you.
And to encourage you.
To share our laughter.
To share our laughter.
And our tears.
And our tears.
To treasure our joys.
To treasure our joys.
And all our adventures.
And all our adventures.
To grow together.
To grow together.
But to never grow up.
But to never grow up.
For one lifetime with you.
For one lifetime with you.
Could never be enough.
Could never be enough.
Challenge accepted.
A circle is the symbol of completeness, of love without. Let these rings ever be beautiful reminders of your love for one another, the promises you've made to each other today, and the relationship that you shall sustain from this moment forward. I, Chris, choose you, DeKrisha, as you are, and as you will become. I place in your hands my heart and my happiness, for now and forever. I, DeKrisha, choose you, Chris, as you are, and as you will become. I place in your hands my heart and my happiness, for now and forever. May the wedding rings you just exchanged ever be beautiful reminders of the promises you made to each other today, and of the relationship that you shall sustain from this moment forward. For as much as Chris and DeKrisha have consented to be wed, and have witnessed the same before this gathering, and thereto have pledged their love to each other, and have declared the same by reciting their wedding vows, by exchanging of rings, by the authority vested in me, by the great state of Texas, but much more importantly, by the love that they feel each for the other, I pronounce them, Chris and DeKrisha, husband and wife. May those whom we have joined together here today never be put apart. I have the distinct honor and privilege to present to you Chris and DeKrisha Liu, husband and wife at long last.
Can everyone hear me? All right, excellent. Thank you all for coming. I'm going to read it because I'm not really that great at public speaking. So DeKrisha and I met at our ice cream social our freshman year of college at our dorm, which was kind of fitting to the beginning of our relationship. She was wearing this t-shirt that said, "Forget Prince Charming, I have a Marine." And I think she still has that t-shirt. But it was a good introduction to Chris and to their relationship. And I like to think that now she has both. I love that I have been able to watch them grow over the years, and it's been quite a few years. Chris is very lucky to have found someone so wonderful, and I am not at all biased. I will admit that it was not always easy to watch their relationship. Freshman year, we shared a very small room. And Chris was stationed in Germany, and at the time, they would talk over AOL the Messenger. And they would argue over who loved who more. And I'd be sitting there like, oh my God, we both love each other a lot. And so she's rather lucky that one day she didn't find her computer missing. But now here they are, after years of planning and years of patiently waiting and things changing, and all the Skype calls and the transatlantic flights and all of the work that they've gone to continue seeing each other. I don't know anyone who deserves to have their fairy tale come true more. So now that her wedding is finally here, I wanted to make sure that she was able to enjoy every second of her day. And the other day I said, make sure during during the wedding and during the reception, you take a moment and you step back and you take a mental picture of all of the moments that you want to remember. But it would be nice, since they're going to get old and probably a little senile, if you guys would all share all of your pictures with them so they can actually remember what happened. So DeKrisha and Chris, I wish you a lifetime of happiness, and I'm so lucky that you were able to marry your best friend and your Prince Charming. So to love, laughter, and happily ever after.
The father of the bride. All right, I'm trying to tell you a story. I'm coming to tell a story, so someone's already giving away my punchline probably. But I was talking to my son this morning. He was talking about how he went online, and I was thinking, oh my God, I went online too to find out. There's been so many fathers that have done this already, and I thought, surely to goodness there'd be some great speech online. So I Googled, and there isn't. There isn't anything that connects you with your daughter that is the same as somebody else has already done. So, and I said I wasn't going to cry. But I wrote a story. Give me a second now. So what do you want to do? So this speak up if you can a little bit. Okay, so this that helps. That's my friend Ed. He's helping me here. So thank you, Ed. So I wrote this story for my daughter and for her lovely husband, Chris. And it starts out just the way all her stories like to start out. Once upon a time, far, far away, there was a boy. He was just a teenager. And there was a girl, and she was just a teenager. Although in my mind she was somewhere around 8 to 12. And I don't know who saw each other first, but anyway, they started going out together. I remember the first date, and all these things are happening, and it's what a father puts up with. But then you hear the love word, and you're like, ugh. And then you hear them talking. You're like over here watching TV, and they don't think you can hear, but they're like sharing these love stories. I love you, and they're sharing all these thoughts and these dreams, and I'm like, So anyway, the next thing, 9 years have gone by. And the teenagers have turned into these two wonderful people. And they've fallen in love. And they've developed this bond that's turned into such a strong bond that now they've committed themselves to one another. And it's such a wonderful thing. And I'm so pleased to be here. And then after all this, 2 years later, there was a little girl born. No. I'm not predicting the future. I'm not predicting the future at all. It's a memory for me. Because 2 years after I was a teenager, and this other little girl was a teenager, and I shared my dreams and hopes with her, and we fell in love, and we developed a bond, and where's my lovely wife? After all these years, we got married. After all these years, these two teenagers got married, and 2 years after that marriage, we had this young lady. And it was such a wonderful experience. And now, to see these two go through the very same, and to think about my own memories, and to think that they had those same memories themselves, is very, very special. So, anyway, Chris, let me sit back there. Welcome you to the family. I love you and I'm proud of you. Thank you for the service that you've provided, and your friends, and everyone else that was in the military. You've helped to make this day what it is. But Chris, I'm glad to see you turned from a teenager to a man and now to a husband. And you think 9 years in the service was tough? That was boot camp for marriage.
No, actually, I found out as soon as Chris proposed, actually it might have been before that I was going to be speaking. I started working on my speech that day. And, no, I'm serious. Listen, hear me out. I did a little bit every day to get this running. I knew that there was no way I was going to be able to fit in my 55-minute time limit. So everybody get a seat. But no, really, I was on Google about every day trying to find a speech, but you have no idea how few couples are named DeKrisha and Chris. Chris are all over the place, DeKrisha, I don't know. So last night I started making my speech. For real, I actually started writing it because I found out that I wasn't going to find one. And first of all, actually, please skip this over. I'm Dylan. A lot of you are lucky enough to know me. I'm DeKrisha's younger big brother. Chris, my dad, kind of gave me the story and stuff, and he never really got this. I was kind of in the background, but I was the one cleaning my gun. Dad wasn't really doing that, I don't know why, but I'm really astonished, actually. I don't know if you guys know this, but today's opening day of bow season, and usually I spend this day in solitude. And, not very many people want to spend this day with me, but I can thank you, DeKrisha, for spending this one for me. Actually, in reality, past 5 years, I haven't missed opening day of bow season, and this 6th one today, I can't think of a better way to spend it than to be with my sister. Well, now I can't read my speech that I wrote. Everybody was right, I was going to cry, okay? But seriously, first thing I want to do, Chris, is I'm really honored to have you become my brother. And I want to thank you for your service in the Marine Corps, and anyone else that was in the service. We wouldn't be, sorry. We wouldn't be here today without you guys. So now, here's where you're going to get in trouble. I've got some stuff that you weren't supposed to be doing that you were with me, so. This is when Chris and I really bonded for the first time. A few years ago, he got a Supra. He's kind of into cars. I don't know if everybody knows that or not. But, so Chris gets a Supra. And I don't know where DeKrisha was, school or something. She was MIA. Chris came and hung out with me for the day. And that night, we went on a little joyride. If you remember Lamar Elementary School parking lot. We rolled up about 10, 15. By the way, I'm like 6 years old right now. I might have just started high school. I can't even remember that. Okay, 12. There you go. She read my speech. Well, she wrote it. So. But no. So we pull into the Lamar Elementary School parking lot and do a couple of donuts and stuff in the parking lot. Hey, that's what's for breakfast too, by the way. You just go hang out with Now we did a couple of donuts in the parking lot, and I'm sitting there shaking the first donuts I've ever done in my life. It's awesome, feeling that power for the first time. And we've got smoke rolling through the windows and stuff, and me and Chris are just sitting there like, yeah, we're pretty cool right now. And we're about that time the cops roll by. So the cops roll by, and smoke flowing, and I'm like, oh. And Chris is like, puts it in gear, drive off, go down the road, and me and Chris are thanking our lucky stars that day while we were headed home. And that's when me and Chris really bonded for the first time. Other than that, he was just kind of my sister's boyfriend, and I had my gun ready. I mean, I might be the younger, but like I said, I'm the big brother, and I had to make sure my sister was going to be all right. And DeKrisha, seriously, you know, they talk about the groom seeing their bride come in, but I've never seen anybody look as beautiful as what you did today. It was pretty amazing. You know, my sister has been the most responsible person in our family. Some of you may have met my family, and some of the ones that know me, right on top. And, you know, I've always looked up to you for everything. Didn't follow very well, but I looked up to you nonetheless. You were a great role model. You were smart, collected. I could go to you for any question. What did you supposed to say? No, actually, I really did write the speech, and you can pay me later. But, you know, I was actually on strict orders to keep this under 5 minutes, and I'm pretty sure I'm over that. I probably bypassed that by a little bit. So, this is actually the toast, not a speech, and I want everybody that has a glass to raise it for the newlyweds, Chris and DeKrisha, that's my sister, I know her name. But, you know, I had this written out, I had the toast written out, and I had some spark notes written down for my speech and what I was going to say. Crying was in there all 4 places, so I was playing. But no, I had this written out, and it's actually really fitting now since Chris apparently drank from the fountain of youth because he's never going to grow up. Or no, never going to grow old, I'm sorry. Chris is never going to grow up, which she did a long time ago. Chris is never going to grow old. But seriously, may this be the beginning of your very own fairy tale and happily ever after.
I've known Chris obviously my whole life. Got stars to prove it, you know. I've known DeKrisha for a long time, and what Dylan said, DeKrisha, you give amazing advice. I look to you for everything. You give horrible advice. I reckon I'm dancing to thank for you because I listen to him and I follow in his footsteps, and I'm really proud of both of you. I guess the bottom line is, this has been a long time coming. Y'all have been all over the world together. You've stuck through hell and high water. And I'm really proud of you and really glad to see y'all together. And if you screw this up, we're keeping her. That's all I'm saying.